It can be argued that sound is one of the most important things in a competitive shooter. Nearly every gunfight in these games is won or lost due to a player's ability to listen into their surroundings. Looking at the title of this video, you can probably tell that I'm going to be talking about one game in particular, Valorant. Published by Riot Games on June 2nd earlier this year, Riot marked their first step in the FPS genre, and the game came out with high expectations. Valorant takes a lot of inspiration from Counter-Strike, a game made by Valve, which previously dominated the genre for around 20 years. Because Valorant has so much in common with Counter-Strike, the game has an incredible core gameplay, allowing the developers to focus more time on replayability and return incentives for the players. Riot's developers created many return incentives for players. For example, the addition of weekly and daily challenges, the Valorant ranked system, and more uniquely, what I think is the best return incentive, sound. Riot had an interesting take with Valorant's in-game sound design, deciding to make sounds like footsteps and reloading extremely loud, but also offering players the alternative of slow walking, which makes nearly zero sound at the expense of the agent's speed. But what makes the sound design unique is the inclusion of kill effects, playing this very satisfying sound every time you got a kill.
Parasite.
With each kill you get, the kill effect sound goes up in intensity, with the fifth and final kill playing the round winning sound effect.
Ace.
Wait, they got an ace.
Defenders win.
Oh no, it's for the team. Good game. I don't think I need to tell you the amount of adrenaline that soars through your bloodstream when you hear that ace music, or the feeling of euphoria that you would experience. This is one of the strongest return incentives, causing you to continue returning to the game to recreate this rush that you first experienced. But not everyone can get an ace while playing Valorant, so Riot needed to create another return incentive to appeal to the more casual audience. This other return incentive would come in the more obvious form of daily and weekly challenges, which would award experience points once completed to unlock other agents. In order to complete your daily and weekly challenges, you need to play the game. And while playing, you have a high chance of winning a couple of rounds. Nearly anyone could win a round of Valorant, and this makes it really accessible. Now here's where Riot's genius comes into play. Because a round win is so accessible, they have strong celebratory music play after it has been won. This music giving the player a similar euphoria effect as an ace. This music is of course not as strong of a pull as the sound effects leading up to an ace, but it's still effective in making players return to the game. You begin to feel the pull of Valorant's sound effects as soon as you open up the game. A low tone playing as the Valorant logo appears, making your heart skip a beat. This, paired with the game's amazing soundtrack, really entices the player into the game. In conclusion, Valorant makes use of its sound effects and music in a unique way that I haven't seen many games make use of before. The brilliant soundtrack, paired with the game's opening tones, entices the player into the game. Once in a match, each kill that the player receives plays a sound effect that is just as satisfying as the last. Until you get an ace and a large dose of euphoria is delivered to your bloodstream, creating a massive return incentive for you. Maybe you're not good enough to get an ace, but the round and game winning music is just as satisfying, making sure you return. If you need a reason to grind the game, Riot offers weekly and daily challenges that contribute to unlocking new agents. Riot has done an amazing job on the launch of the game, and let's just hope that they continue to support it and the community as well as they have done for the first month in the years to come. Gaming XS, signing off.